Peru's got access to the Amazon jungle, which I'm sure, every single week, as I'm sure you guys see, there's like new LiDAR surveys about giant cities for 10,000 people that are, just there in the
Uh-huh.
Amazon. Like, oh, they're just there. They just got buried. It's an interdimensional connection, and something that always fascinates me, and something that I'll experience one day when I'm ready. When I'm ready. We don't have the puzzle. So when you find a new piece that doesn't necessarily fit into the puzzle, maybe it's not because the new piece doesn't fit. Maybe it's because you're building the puzzle incorrectly. And I think that's where archaeology gets a little confused. What would that say if, like, after 50 years of being the authority that you were actually kind of wrong about this big thing? So it's like, from a purely human perspective, like, that would be life-shattering. It's something that has always bothered me about most institutions, is when some figure or some person betrays to have the information as if they are the sole voice of authority. Because you think 100 miles one way, you've got unlimited food from the jungle. 100 miles the other way, you've got unlimited food from the ocean. Yet the Incan people, they settled and they chose Cusco for their capital city. There's a specific reason why, and I think it's because they did not build the city of Cusco. They happened upon this place that was a remnant from the Ice Age civilization.
We wanted to bring you on the show, Aaron, to promote your new YouTube channel, promote the tours you're doing in Peru, get a little background on the discovery you recently made, find out what else is going to be going on in your world, and maybe just talk a little shop on what's going on in the ancient history world, because that's kind of the basis of your channel, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess we can start from the beginning. I, like lots
Please.
of you guys, just found a, passing interest in this when I read Graham Hancock's first book, The Fingerprints of the Gods.
That'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, just a fantastic book. And it really, I think for a lot of people, myself included, it really just sparked something in me. And it sparked this notion that I love, and this compulsion, I guess you could say, I've had for my entire life. I mean, you can ask my parents. They will tell you on a very early age that the doctors diagnosed me with what's called oppositional defiance disorder. I think that's my parents' just way of saying that I was just a very tough kid to handle that didn't like being told what to do. So it's been a history, a theme in my life, this resistance to authority. So when Graham Hancock came out with this book, I think it was in 1996. I didn't get my hands on it until a lot later down the road, being as I was a lot younger then. But it changed. It really opened my eyes and ignited something in me that I wanted to be there, but that was also there already. And that was this ability to challenge the mainstream and challenge the authority figures that pretend that they have the information, and it's like the ivory tower of information. That's something that's always rubbed me wrong, and something that has always bothered me about most institutions, is when some figure or some person betrays to have the information as if they are the sole voice of authority. So it was really great to see Graham Hancock's challenge to this, and him not necessarily saying, hey, everything is wrong, but like him saying, look at these things. These things don't fit. Look at these legends across all of human history that tell the same story. There's the chances of that happening independently are mathematically impossible. And so that really just sparked my imagination and really got me started on this path of discovery. I think for a lot of people, I mean, Graham's the guy. I mean, he's the OG, the godfather, the grandfather, whatever you want to call it, the one who got a lot of it started for all of us. I know he's been inspirational for both of you guys as well. Have you guys had the chance to meet him?
No, I have not. They had the Arizona, where was it in Arizona this year? Sedona, yeah, event on very short notice, and Mike and I had already planned Contact in the Desert and Cosmic Summit. So, no. Long answer, short question, no. And I would love to. I almost got the chance another time. My wife and I had tickets to see him at a small venue in New York. This was in like 2016, I think. And then my wife got really, really sick, and we just didn't get to go. So it's like one of those things that I want to, but I don't. Have you?
No, not yet, not yet. And I fear with the more popular he's getting, the opportunities will be fleeting. I don't know if you guys saw the tour prices listed for his tours that he's a part of, but it's like 15 grand per person.
Woo!
That's a little bit out of my budget, but
yeah, same.
He is the guy to do it with. So, I mean, yeah, I offer tours down in Peru, but I'm no Graham Hancock. I'd probably rather go with him too.
Right. Well, if I'm going to go to Peru, I'm either going with you or Brian Forster. But my introduction into all of this was actually not Graham; it was Robert Schoch. It was Graham who got me back into it in the when seeing him on Rogan in the early 2010s. I saw Robert Schoch before I even knew who Robert Schoch was on his Mystery of the Sphinx documentary when I was just a little kid.
Is that the one he did with John Anthony West?
Yes, and it's narrated by Charlton Heston.
Yeah, that one's great. That one is great.
Yeah.
And the Sphinx is an interesting one. I know there's been a lot of talk recently with Zahi Hawass going on a bunch of different podcasts, and he did that debate recently on Piers Morgan with Jimmy Corsetti and Dan Richards. And there's a lot of talk about the pyramid and the void within the pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
But they always gloss over or glaze over the Sphinx, and that was kind of like the foundation of debunking a lot of these mainstream archaeology views. Was Robert Schoch and John Anthony West investigating the Sphinx and the erosion on the Sphinx. So it's interesting to see that Egypt's coming up a lot lately, but like it's driving me crazy. No one's talking about the Sphinx, and I'm like, well, start it with this one. Like, you're trying to debunk all these things, and Zahi Hawass will say, accuse people of having these conspiracy theories. Well, they say, well, then who did build them? It's just dodging around the question. It's like, hey, answer the basic questions for us. Why is there water erosion on the Sphinx that shows millennia more than should be there? How did they actually lift the stones of the appropriate size? It's funny to see him. He's doing his little dance and dodging around all that stuff and all those questions. It's pretty funny.
I find
Did you guys watch that debate?
Immensely entertaining. So I've seen bits and pieces of it. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah, it is quite fascinating that he refuses to answer the questions that are asked him and goes back to the have you read my book a lot?
Mm-hmm.
Or just a lot of the excuses that he gives. He brings up the papyrus. He brings up specific examples that like of them moving the 60-ton stone, and Jimmy asks, what about the 1,000-ton statue?
Right.
So it's fun. I would love to go on a tour with Zahi Hawass. So Zahi, if you ever listen to this, Mike and Dave and I would love to go with you.
Yes.
We're fans of yours, even though we disagree with you.
I would buy his book. I would get him to sign my copy of his book. It would be a fun time. It would be great.
Absolutely. I'll buy your book too, Zahi, but I don't have the 15 grand that you charge for tours.
Subscribe to Mike and Dave's Multiverse on YouTube, Spotify, and Rumble today.